to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So it's Tuesday and it is beautiful here in Montreal. We've had our first spring day and it's really early for the season because it's mid-March, and the weather we're getting like today has been weather we normally get in April or May. So it was beautiful today. I went for my first bike ride for year 2010, which I was psyched because you guys know from last summer I like to do about a 3-hour bike ride along a canal in Montreal. I like to do that every day, and over the winter I can't go riding my bicycle in minus 30°C weather. So my bicycle's put away, but today I took it out and I went for a bike ride, and it was great. Really, really good. So I'm psyched. I'm psyched that we're starting a new season. Spring is in the air. It's coming, and summer will be here in no time, and I love the summer. So I'm really, really happy. I'm inspired. I'm invigorated. Everything. So today, what I want to discuss is a question that gets emailed to me quite often. It's a simple question. It's a good question though. And it's something that comes up over and over again. And it's something that I've been meaning to address for quite a while now. So I'm going to talk about it today. And it's pretty much asking me about those smoothies that are sold in a lot of health food stores and even in grocery stores. And these smoothies, kind of like pre-made smoothies that are made by large companies. They're distributed all over either the United States or all over North America. And they're well-known brands and usually found in health food stores. And they're usually like smoothie of like a fruit smoothie. It might even be a smoothie that has some greens in it, or it might have some like spirulina, things like that. And so the question was like, are these things healthy for you? Because you look at the ingredients and it's different purees of different fruits and sometimes vegetables and sometimes sea vegetables. And so what is it? Is it good for you or not? Should people be drinking this stuff, or yes, no? And my view is that I think fresh is the best, right? And this stuff is not fresh, okay? It's made out of a puree. It's pasteurized, which means it's been heated at a high temperature to make sure that there's no bacteria or anything growing in there. And companies are doing that for the sake of your safety, but it's anything that's been pasteurized or flash pasteurized is going to lose nutrition, okay? Like it takes a lot of good stuff out pretty much. And a lot of times there's also preservatives put in these things in order for it not to go bad. But the good thing is with these smoothies is that there is an expiry date on it, which is really good. I think first thing, if you're going to buy anything that's in a package, there's no expiration date, and the expiration date is like next year. You have to start thinking like, how is this able to stay in its form? Why isn't it going bad? Why does it take a whole year or sometimes a decade? Or there's some foods like Twinkies that never go bad. So and that's kind of scary, that there's a lot of foods out there that will never ever disintegrate, and you want to eat foods that do have an expiration on them. So with these pre-made smoothies, they do you do have to drink them within a few days of buying them, which is a good thing. But I don't feel like they're the best. I think that if I were to choose between that and, let's say, like a soda, or that and some sort of like fake juice, then of course I would go with those bottled smoothies, okay? Definitely. And that would be a way healthier option because, most of these smoothies, like, as long as you check the ingredients, they don't have high fructose corn syrup in them and all that kind of scary stuff that soda does and these fake juices have, things like that. Like, you want to stay away from that. So that is definitely a step up. But really, if you want to save some money and you want to really get some good living nutrition and vitality you want to drink the fresh stuff. You want to make your own smoothie and drink it right there. You want to make your own juice and drink it right there. That's really where you're going to get the most out of your food. And, you know, I think that's something that I just really want to emphasize is the fact that we don't only eat food for the nutrition, we're really getting the energy from the life force of the food. Okay, there's a big difference. Anyone can tell the difference between eating like a fresh fruit that's either been taken off the tree or, you know, it's been grown locally compared to eating like a Twinkie. Okay, you see the difference. There's a vitality in the food, and that too gives you the energy. Same thing, you know, it's that same energy you get when you're out in front of the sun. Okay, anyone that's been like indoors all day long working in the office, and then they go, you know, during their lunch break, they decide to go outside and just stand in the sun for a few minutes and get some fresh air. And I mean, you can feel what that sun is doing to you and just standing out there and breathing the fresh air for just 2 minutes, okay? It revitalizes you, it re-energizes you, it gives you a lift, okay? And there's no food you're taking in, you're getting the energy from the sun, okay? It's like a battery. So the main thing is that you want to be eating foods that are absorbing the energy from that sun, and you don't want to be eating things that are so processed and packaged and shipped across, you know, the continent. You know, you gotta really try and get the freshest stuff possible. But if, let's say, you're in a situation where you really have to choose between the pre-made health food juice and having a soda, then definitely go with that. But really try your best to make your own stuff. You know, it doesn't really, honestly, I mean, it doesn't take all that much to throw a few fruit in the blender and press go and then rinse the blender out. I mean, it's just a few minutes and it's just so worth it. And you're saving so much money because those bottled smoothies and stuff, you know, they're not that cheap. They really aren't. So, and you're better off like getting the fresh organic stuff and that you know what it's made from. Okay, so that's my little view, my opinion of this. And yeah, you know, fresher the better. Make that the determination for spring, you know, that you're going to eat as much fresh food as possible. All right, so I'm wishing you guys the most fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.